Mein Kampf contains many such passages, and the extolling of force as an instrument of foreign policy is openly proclaimed. The precise objectives of this policy of force are also set forth in detail. The very first page of the book asserts that German Austria must be restored to the great German motherland, not on economic grounds, but because people of the same blood should be in the same Reich. The restoration of the German frontiers of 1914 is declared to be wholly insufficient, and if Germany is to exist at all, it must be as a world power, with the necessary territorial magnitude. Mein Kampf is quite explicit in stating where the increased territory is to be found. Therefore, we National Socialists have purposely drawn a line through the line of conduct followed by pre-war Germany in foreign policy. We put an end to the perpetual Germanic march towards the south and west of Europe and turn our eyes towards the lands of the east. We finally put a stop to the colonial and trade policy of the pre-war times and pass over to the territorial policy of the future. But when we speak of new territory in Europe today, we must think principally of Russia and the border states subject to her. Mein Kampf is not to be regarded as merely literary exercise, nor as an inflexible policy or plan incapable of modification. Its importance lies in the unmistakable attitude of aggression revealed throughout its pages. The planning of aggression. Evidence from captured documents has revealed that Hitler held 4 secret meetings to which the tribunal proposes to make special reference because of the light they shed upon the question of the common plan and aggressive war. These meetings took place on the 5th November 1937, the 23rd of May 1939, the 22nd August 1939, and the 23rd of November 1939. At these meetings, important declarations were made by Hitler as to his purposes, which are quite unmistakable in their terms. The documents which record what took place at these meetings have been subject to some criticism at the hands of defending counsel. Their essential authenticity is not denied, but it is said, for example, that they do not purpose to be verbatim transcripts of the speeches they record, that the document dealing with the meeting on the 5th November 1937 was dated 5 days after the meeting had taken place, and that the 2 documents dealing with the meeting of August 22nd, 1939 differ from one another and are unsigned. Making the fullest allowance for criticism of this kind, the tribunal is of the opinion that the documents are documents of the highest value and that their authenticity and substantial truth are established. They are obviously careful records of the events they describe, and they have been preserved as such in the archives of the German government, from whose custody they were captured. Such documents could never be dismissed as inventions, nor even as inaccurate or distorted. They plainly record events which took place.